Welcome to our cinematic exploration. When you settle in to watch a movie, what takes center stage in your mind? Is it the riveting dialogue or the compelling acting? Whilst these elements certainly contribute, the true magic happens when all three senses, sight, sound, and touch, converge to immerse the audience in a captivating cinematic experience. In the realm of modern film, sight and sound reign supreme, with lighting and audio playing pivotal roles. In a world saturated with reality TV's clinical lighting and repetitive shot angles, discovering a truly exceptional movie experience has become a rarity. Join us as we embark on a journey to revisit outstanding instances of lighting and sound in cinema, exploring their evolution through the ages and their crucial impact on our cinematic encounters. Paris, Texas, directed by Wim Wenders, is a cinematic masterpiece that intricately weaves a narrative around the theme of commitment, with a subtle but powerful use of the color red, serving as a visual motif. Throughout the film, the presence of red becomes a visual cue, signaling the moments when the commitment takes center stage in the storyline. The film's deliberate pacing, meticulous attention to establishing shots, contribute to its overall visual appeal. Wenders takes his time crafting scenes, presenting views with a visual feast that not only captivates the eyes, but also sets a standard for appreciating the artistry of cinematography.
Travis, hey! Don't you recognize me? It's Walt! It's your brother, Walt. Would you mind telling me where you disappeared to for the last 4 years?
After what happened between you and Jane, she decided Hunter should be with us. She said she couldn't be a mother to him anymore.
All that, I'm gonna find Jane.
How are you gonna do that? It's been 4 years. She completely disappeared. I tried to find her. I tried everything. I couldn't find her.
Yeah, well, I haven't tried yet.
Where'd Mom go?
That's what I want to talk to you about. I gotta go away now,
Why?
because I'm gonna find her.
What about me? You just found me. Can I come with?
On a color wheel, red is opposite to green. As seen in Paris, Texas, anytime commitment is a central theme, red is shown. But as the film progresses and the protagonist realizes and accepts his family is better off without him, the palette changes to green. As a viewer, I find myself drawn into the world of Paris, Texas every time I revisit it, marveling at the way the filmmakers utilize color and light to convey emotion and the thematic depth. The brilliance of the film's visual elements become a benchmark for me when assessing other movies, as I instinctively run through mental comparisons of color palettes and lighting techniques. However, the question arises, does the mere presence of the color red contribute substantively to the film's narrative, or is it merely an aesthetic choice? One could argue that the deliberate inclusion of red in pivotal moments serve as a dual purpose. On one hand, it adds a layer of visual symbolism, creating a subconscious connection between the color and the theme of commitment. On the other hand, it heightens the emotional impact of these moments, as the color red has long been associated with passion, intensity, and in the context of the film, the complexities of human relationships. Wes Anderson's use of color in The Grand Budapest Hotel is both visually striking and narratively nuanced. The film employs a pastel color palette that contributes to the whimsical and nostalgic tone. The story takes place in 4 different timelines, with their own different aspect ratios and color palettes. Beginning in 1932 with M. Gustave, the illustrious concierge of the Grand Budapest Hotel, and his lobby boy, Zero. Despite the wartime shadows, the hotel's scenes burst with vibrant hues, creating a fantastic oasis of beauty and comfort. The Grand Budapest Hotel appears as a refuge, concealing the harsh realities of war for the affluent. Transitioning to the timeline with Old Zero Mephusta, we explore the aged Grand Budapest Hotel, where the elder Zero and a young author unravels mysterious tales. Lush yet muted colors complement the narrative, revealing the hotel's history and aging process by 1968. External scenes are painted with low saturated green, while interior emanate warmth through matte and mid-saturated orange, symbolizing the hotel's underlying apathy. In a brief 1985 timeline, the elder author shares the genuine stories behind the book, enveloped in a palette dominated by brown and orange tones. The narrative concludes in a later period at the author's graveside, where drained colors depict a cold world. Sometimes shots are just beautiful.
Tell me more about your book.
My book is kind of a, you know what? I couldn't care less about my book tonight. I just want to walk around Paris with you.
I keep forgetting you're just a tourist.
That's putting it mildly.
Sound in film is a powerful and integral component that plays a crucial role in shaping the cinematic experience. While often overshadowed by the visual elements, sound serves as a dynamic storyteller, enhancing emotions, creating atmosphere, and guiding audience perception. From the subtle rustle of the leaves to a thunderous crescendo of a musical score, every sonic detail contributes to the immersive nature of cinema, influencing how audiences interpret and engage with the narrative on screen. As an art form in its own right, the craft of film sound design involves a delicate balance of dialogue, music, and ambient sounds, orchestrated to invoke specific emotions and provide a multi-dimensional layer to the visual storytelling. This intricate interplay between sight and sound transforms the cinematic landscape into a rich and resonant tapestry, where auditory nuances become as essential to storytelling as the images themselves. Interstellar's heart-wrenching goodbye scene, set against church organs and a spate launch, adds a dramatic element into the scene. But is this sound really needed?
Go for main engine start, T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, main engine start, 4, 3, 2, 1, booster ignition and...
In cinema, there are two ways in which we describe sound. There is diegetic sound, which is a sound that originates within the film, like dialogue or sound effects. And then there is non-diegetic sound, which is the sound added that is separate from the in-world sounds, like music or voiceovers. The dynamic of how these two interact with each other, as well as the addition or removal of them, lead to a change in the audience engagement and reaction to the film. Let's take Star Wars: The Last Jedi for a very extreme example. While the movie falls flat in many areas, the one scene, highlights the dropping in both the diegetic sound and the non-diegetic sound. This contrast for what is typically done in Star Wars, where the destruction and action is highlighted with the sound effect, where here, the emphasis is on the sacrifice that is being made. Why this scene works so well is because it represents the shock we are meant to feel. The holy crap moment from the absence of sound moves the audience. It almost represents how we experience shock in real life. It creates a disconnect from our eyes of this unbelievable telling and what we should be hearing but can't. It makes us hold our breath and be drawn deeper. Alternatively, like in the original Star Wars, sound can glorify the act of destruction.
Trust me. Everything's gonna be fine.
And also, Sound can also emphasize certain moments. Compare the scene from Napoleon, which is meant to be the biggest scene in the whole movie. Does the addition of sound make it more powerful, or is there truly no difference?
I found the crown of France in the gutter. I picked it up with the tip of my sword and cleaned it and placed it atop my own head. I found the crown of France in the gutter. I picked it up with the tip of my sword and cleaned it and placed it atop my own head.
Here, my perfect mixes of both sound and visuals come together.
I love this song!
Wer hat Blutgruppe AB? Er hat viel Blut verloren.
devil, and I'm here to do the devil's business.
No, it was dumber than that. Something like Rex.
God, shoot him, Tex!
Tex!
On that note, I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching.